Hello lovely friends! My name is Sari Steam and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions and review of the new E.L.F. mint collection. I was able to get most of the pieces, so if that sounds interesting, just keep watching. I'm going to go ahead and go over what I got in the collection now. The first thing I got was this lip exfoliator. This is not a new product, but I got it in the Mint Maniac shade, which will be new for me. I did get both of the little quads. This one is the Mint Melt Chocolate Mint. Looks like this. We also got the Mint to Be. Very cute minty shades. I got the Mint Melt Cooling Primer, which I'm excited to use today. I got both of the lip glosses. This is in the shade Mint Sprinkle, and this one is in the shade Chocolate Chip. So these are supposed to be plumping glosses, so we're definitely going to try one of these. Probably the brown one today. And I did get the Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadow stick that I'm excited to try as well. I also picked up a white eyeliner. It was just on sale with the order. And a brown lip liner to go with that brown plumping gloss. And I did also get the new E.L.F. Cloud Cleanser Pad, so I'll try that at the end of the day to take my makeup off. So we're going to be using a lot of these products today, so just stay tuned and we'll get into that now. Welcome back. Now that I've got you zoomed in, we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is use the Mint Melt Cooling Primer. I'm going to let that sit into my skin while we're doing our eyeshadow, and then I'll finish my base at the end. I'm just going to pump it out a little bit. It's kind of a silicone-y primer. I don't know if you can see that. We're just going to rub it in. Feels nice. Again, feels a little silicone-y, but it does have a nice, refreshing cooling. Just going to put that on. Let that sink in while we're working. I'm also going to go ahead and use the Mint Lip Exfoliator. And again, I'm just going to let that sit while I do my eye makeup. These things are awesome. They're about $4. I've never tried the green one before, but I've used the brown one and it is awesome. So I think I'm going to start out with the green one. This one is the Mint to Be palette, and I'm just going to start out with the Minty Matte, and I'm going to put that all in my crease. Oh, first I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion though. Actually running a little bit low on that. I'm going to have to pick some up soon. I'm just going to kind of pat that in. I do like to put it all around my eye, and I don't set it because I don't prefer to do that. I prefer to work on a tacky base so that I can get as much color as possible from my shadows. So again, I'm going to go into this matte mint. I don't think there are any shade names on here, no. So I'm just going into the matte mint that's in this one. And I'm just going to put that directly into my crease. It's actually got really good pigmentation for being a pastel color. I can see it going on right off the bat. I'm just going to do a pretty light wash of this. It's pretty. I can definitely see that making an impact right off. And I'm using a Morphe M506 brush to apply this. Now I am trying to dip in quite a few times, but it is building up. That's okay. I don't mind it being buildable as long as it does build. Actually really impressed with that so far. There's very little pickup in the pan, so doing pretty good. The next thing I'm going to do is take the brown from the other one, the matte brown, the dark one, from the Chocolate Mint palette. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put this under my lower lash line. Wow, and that's very pigmented right off the bat. I'm getting a little bit of fallout from that shade. So I was planning on using that by itself, but I think I'm going to go back in with this lighter brown matte to blend that out after I'm done. Very impressed with that pigmentation. I'm just tucking that right up against my lower lash line. And it looks a little scary now, but we're going to blend that out after, so don't you worry. And to do that, I'm using my Morphe M508. I'm going to wing it out just a little bit on this outer edge. If you hear a cricket chirping in the background, I'm sorry about that. My husband put in too many crickets with our Pac-Man frog today, so it is just chirping away. I'm going to go into this lighter matte brown shade. I'm using this Give Me Glow brush. It is an E.L.F. and I'm just going to dip that in and use it to blend out that darker brown. I'm going to tap off the excess. Kind of a lot tapped off there. Tap off that excess. And this is doing exactly what I want it to do. It's going to look a little scary until we get done, but it is blending out very nicely. Okay, it looks a little like that. The next thing I'm going to do is go in with my my NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to put that just all over my lid. And I think I'm going to go between two different shimmers. I think I want to use the darker mint from the Mint to Be palette, and then I'm going to use either this lighter one or the lighter mint one from the other shade. But first we're going to put on our glitter primer. I'm just going to put that everywhere I want the glittered shimmer to go. I use this glitter primer with every shimmer ever because with my hooded eyes it both keeps it from creasing or just transferring right off my eye during the day, and also it makes the shimmers just pop a little bit extra. It's a little bit much on that side, but that's okay. And don't worry about this bottom lash line. We're still going to blend that out a little bit more at the end. I just want to get my shimmers placed first. So again, to start, I'm going to go into this darker shimmer from the Mint to Be palette. It's not picking up super well on my brush. You can see that. And I'm just going to go in with the outer corner with this. Might end up having to go with my finger on this one. Yeah, let's try it harder. It definitely picked up beautifully there. Not a huge fan of going in with a finger. Don't really love the lack of finesse you can use with your finger versus a brush. But that is a beautiful color. And I'll go back in with the brush at the end just to kind of finesse it a little bit more. I think though, looking at that, I am going to go into the more pinky shade. So I'm going to clean off my fingers. And then I'm going to take the Mint Chocolate palette and I'm going to go into this peachy pink color. Again, with my finger, that one picked up really well on my finger. I might try that one with the brush again. And wow, that's a beautiful shimmer. This is definitely more than I expected. I am going to try my brush with this one. It seems to be picking up much better. Oh yeah. I'm just going to go back and finesse this a little bit where I put my big chunky paws in there. But I am very impressed with the shimmers here. I'm going to try to go back into the darker mint in the Mint to Be palette. I was just really having a hard time picking up on my brush. I'm going to try going into the mint from the Mint Chocolate palette. See if I'm able to pick that one up a little bit better. To use that as kind of a transition between the two. That one seems to be picking up much better. I'm just going to kind of layer that in the middle where that peachy color and the darker mint are meeting up. And I'm just going to go into that inner corner and just kind of blend everything a little bit until I'm liking how it's looking. Alright, and I'm going to go into just a big blending brush and I'm going to go back into the Mint to Be palette and into this light matte. And I'm just going to go over to just make everything mesh together the way I want it to be. I'm going to go onto my lower lash line with this color, with just this big fluffy blending brush. This brush is really old, it doesn't even have a name on it anymore. I'm just going to blend. Sorry about that, my camera battery shut off, so I'm just going to continue to blend a little bit more with my big fluffy brush. I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like so far. I've been very impressed with everything except for that dark green mint. I'm going to have to play with that one a little bit more to see if I can get it a little bit less chunky and to pick up on my brush a little bit better. But now I'm going to go finish up my face and put on mascara, liner, something on my lips, and I'll be right back to finish up. Welcome back, and here's our final look using the E.L.F. Mint collection. I used the brown lip liner that I bought and the chocolate chip lip gloss to finish off, as well as just a little bit of mascara and some brown eyeliner. So this is what we look like. It's not my favorite look ever. I'm not a huge fan of how that brown actually blended out underneath my eyes here. But I'm going to keep playing with it because a couple of the shimmers in these little mini palettes were fantastic. I did have a little bit of issue again with this one. It almost feels like it got a little bit of hard pan. So I'm going to keep playing with it. The other shimmers that I used were beautiful. That light mint shade just blended out and was pigmented, especially for a pastel. So I'll keep playing with it. So far, this one, these are $4 each, so I do think it's worth it if you like these minty colors to pick this up, but I don't know that it would be my first choice, you know, if I was just doing an eye look for an event or anything. I did use the eyeshadow stick in my inner corner just for a little bit of lightness. Again, so far, I kind of like it. It was a little bit of a soft texture, so I'm going to play with it again later. Probably as a mint eyeliner with one of those shimmers on top, so stay tuned for that if you'd like to see it. But that's it for today, so if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and you have a wonderful day.